Hey oh dear, it's early. Come on you. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name's Steve. There's Howie. And today you join us from the New Forest, which has just been voted #1 national park in Europe and number 10 in the world by an online survey. So it doesn't surprise me in the way how popular this place is. If you're a woodland photographer or a landscape photographer, this place is the place to come. Takes almost a lifetime to find all the places that you want to find. I mean, I've been coming here since I was a kid, so about 50 years or so. My grandparents lived here, so always come here weekends. And this particular place where I'm at the moment, I haven't been here for about 4 years now. So it's taken me 4 years to get back to this particular spot because it's such a big place and there's just so much to photograph and explore. So like I say, I come here about 4 years ago, got a couple of images that I shot. I'll pop them up now for you, and I want to see if I can possibly replicate them or take pictures roughly of them again, really. So bear with me, let me get my bearings of where I am, and see you in a minute. Right, so first composition of the day. It's this pylon right behind me here, and it just leads through basically like a leading line just over my right shoulder there. They've got the sun that's just about to come up, about 7:45 in the morning now, and that's just going to get a little bit of orange into the sky along with the blue, and it should make for quite an interesting image. So I took this shot about 4 or 5 years ago. I wanted to come back just to see if I could get it again, really. Let me just show you how I've set the camera up. So we've got the camera on a tripod. We're going to be doing portrait mode, and we're going to have this as a leading line going all the way through. So I've got basically the whole pylon in the shot. As you can see, we've got the orange coming through now, which is going to look really good against the blue. Got a couple of jet trails going across as well, which are catch the light as well, which is quite nice. And as a foreground, we've got this thorn bush and got a couple of little buds on it that have just decided to sprout, so that could be good as the foreground. As you can see on the back of my camera here, I'm going to take a couple of shots, one to expose the base of the image because it's going to be very dark, and then another, let me just go down, and then further down I go, the more colour you can get in the sky. So I should be shooting first shot at about 15th of a second, and the second one to get the foreground in, oh, about half a second. So I'll be taking them, let's see how they come out. Right, so shooting here in the New Forest wouldn't be complete unless I took a picture of a New Forest pony. So we've got absolutely thousands of them in the New Forest. So today I've come across a few. Just haven't walked about more than about 20 foot from my last image. I took that with a wide angle lens. I've now swapped back to my 18 to 140, my favourite lens, and now I'm going to take some pictures of the ponies behind me. We've just got the sun that's just come up now. We've got a lovely little cottage just in the corner there. The chimney was going a minute ago with some smoke coming up, but it seemed to have stopped at the moment, which is a bit of a shame because it looked really picturesque. But we have got some ponies in the foreground, we've got the sun, and we've also got that lovely frost going on. So I'm just going to frame possibly just that one pony on its own, got the sun coming up, and I'm going to try and get it in quite tight so we haven't got these pylon wires going past us on this particular shot. I'll set up now. I'll probably be shooting f11, get it quite sharp, 1/25 of a second, ISO 100. Probably be shooting around about the 70mm or so. Oh, we've got another one coming across now as well. So best I crack on with this. Right, running around a bit like a headless chicken now. Started off quite nice, slow and plodding around. Now it's got a little bit more urgent. Sun's come up now. It's been about an hour and this is going to be like one of those shots. Oh, who's that? No one. One of these shots, like a classic shot where you've got the pine trees in the foreground. They're all shadowed out basically because you've got the sun coming from behind. We've got the heathland which is beyond that, which is pushing through all the mist from the morning, which is being burnt off. So we've got a lovely soft light behind the harshness of the pine trees, and obviously we've got the sun as well. So I'm not quite sure if I'm going to get the sun in the shot or just going a little bit tighter and just get the lines of the pine trees going down where they're black, and then we've got the lovely white soft mist from behind. Let's see how that turns out. So I've walked about a mile now from my last shot, and I think I can get away with one more shot before the sun gets too high. If I just swing around, you see where it is behind us at the moment. We've got a lovely mist going on as well, just on the tops of those trees just behind us. But where I will be shooting is just behind me here. This is one of those images that I showed you earlier on that I took about 4 or 5 years ago, and I think I can get away with taking another one today. Maybe with fresh eyes I can take a different composition of it. Not quite sure yet, so let me just swing round behind me. It's the main tree there that's sat on the hill, so if we can get that just at the right angle. We've got a little bit of orange left in the sky, which I'd probably be using on the left hand side of the image if that encroaches in, and then we've got the blue on the other side. Like I say, the sun is getting quite harsh now, but time is of an essence, so I'm going to have to set up and talk you through the image once I've set up. Got two options for this. I'm either going to use my 18 to 140mm lens, hello boy, or I'm going to use my 10 to 24. So we're setting up with my 18 to 140 first. I'm just about get it in. It's quite a tight shot, but I'm going to try that first and then swap it out for the 10 to 24, possibly get a little bit closer and see if we can shoot up a little bit higher on it. So let's see how that turns out. Right, so I've settled on my 18 to 140mm lens. Just about have enough time, I think, to get this shot in. Shooting at 100th of a second, f11 ISO 100. We have got this tree here which is encroaching a little bit, as you can see on this on my video just there. I'm going to see if I can get that in. So what I want to do first is I'm just going to manual focus, and I've set it all up. So manual focus, let's just make sure that is that's there, that's sharp. Come back out again, 3-second timer. Let's see how that turns out. So we have got some orange in this part of the sky, and you can see the sun's just here now. So that'll actually, when I edit it, we'll have a nice bit of orange glow coming across. We've got blue on the right hand side, and I think we'll be able to bring those shadows up just a little bit more in post processing. Right, so I think I'll call it a day now. It's been absolutely fantastic out here today. I think the light's got just a little bit too harsh now, so I'll have to make my way home. But it's nice to come back to these places after 4 or 5 years to revisit them and to look at the compositions that I took then with fresh eyes and get new compositions of the same shots really. Last couple of videos that I took, quite cloudy, quite miserable days, but today nice bright blue skies first thing in the morning. Got all this beautiful frost all on the ground as well, got a little bit of mist in the air, so it's really made it a little bit more enjoyable for me, shall we say. If you have liked today's video, please like and subscribe, and until next time, see ya.